Hello and welcome. What if I told you that the most powerful learning tools for your child aren't those fancy apps or expensive classes, but are actually simple moments that are already happening every single day? Well, today we're going to uncover 5 simple ways to turn those everyday activities into some serious brain power boosters. It's a really important question to ask, right? Because we all feel this pressure to do more, buy more, schedule more for our kids. But the truth is, the most amazing, impactful learning happens right there in the comfort of your own home, just using the natural rhythm of your daily life. So look at it this way. On one side, you've got what I call the high-pressure tools. The apps, the flashcards, the super structured classes. And sure, they have their place, but man, they can create a lot of anxiety for everyone. But on the other side, you've got these everyday moments, just talking, playing, even doing chores. This, right here, is where the real magic is. It's where we build confident, curious problem solvers, completely pressure-free. Okay, so let's unlock these 5 game-changing power-ups. They are so simple, they're incredibly effective, and they are hiding in plain sight in your daily routine. We're gonna start right at the top. Power-up number 1 is all about how we talk with our kids. And listen, it's not about how much you say, it's about how you say it. This is about going beyond just giving orders and instead starting a conversation about, well, everything. Just check out this tiny little shift that makes a world of difference. An instruction like, put your shoes on, well, that's a one-way command. It's a dead end. But a narration, we're putting on our shoes because we're going outside. That gives them the why. It explains cause and effect, and it basically opens the door for a real conversation. And this is so powerful. When you narrate your day, you're not just talking at your child, you're inviting them into the world with you. This builds their vocabulary like crazy, helps them understand how things work, and really sharpens their listening skills. It's like a fun, natural workout for their brain. Okay, on to our second power-up, reading together. I know this is a classic for a reason, but we can make it even more impactful than you might think. The number I want you to remember here is 10. That's it. Just 10 minutes a day. Seriously, it's not about reading for an hour or finishing a chapter book. The research is crystal clear on this. This small, consistent habit is one of the biggest predictors of a child's future success in school. It's all about connection and consistency, not how long you do it. Now, the real secret here is to make reading an active thing, not passive. Don't just read the words on the page. Ask questions. Whoa, what do you think is going to happen next? Connect the story to their own life. Hey, remember when you felt brave, just like that little bear? And yes, let them read the same book 100 times. It's actually amazing for their brain. It builds confidence and helps them see patterns. All right, power-up number 3, and this one might be a bit of a surprise. We're talking about chores. You heard me. Folding laundry, setting the table, putting away groceries, these aren't just tasks to get done. They are full-blown learning labs. I mean, think about it. When your child helps sort laundry, they're not just making piles. They're practicing early math skills like sorting and categorizing. When they count out 3 apples for a snack, that's real hands-on counting practice. It might get a little messier, sure, but the learning that's firing off in their brain is just priceless. And you know what? It goes way beyond academics. When kids contribute to the household, they're building these core life skills. They learn responsibility, they practice problem solving when a cup doesn't fit, and they build that independence and confidence that is absolutely crucial for taking on challenges later in life. Next up is our 4th power-up, and it's one a lot of us parents actually fear a little bit. We're talking about boredom. We feel this need to fill every single minute for our kids, but what if the most powerful thing we could do was the exact opposite? I really want you to remember this quote. When your child comes to you and says, "I'm bored," that's not a cry for help. It's not a sign you failed. It's actually a sign that their brain is getting ready to create something new. Boredom is the quiet space where their own imagination can finally start talking. So the key is to protect that unstructured time. When kids are just left to their own devices, no screens, no adult-led activities, they are developing some of the most important skills they'll ever learn. Creativity, making their own decisions, figuring out their feelings. Their brain will absolutely do the rest. And that brings us to our final power-up. This one is all about how we respond to that one little 3-letter word that can sometimes drive us just a little bit crazy. Why? Why is the sky blue? Why do I have to go to sleep? Why? That endless stream of questions, it's not meant to wear you down. That is literally the sound of your child's brain growing, making connections, and trying to build a map of how the world works. It's a beautiful thing. So how we respond in that moment, it matters so much. We can give them the shutdown, because I said so, which just ends everything. Or we can give them the invitation. And this doesn't mean you have to have all the answers. It's about turning it back to them. Wow, that's a great question. What do you think? You're not just giving them a fact, you're teaching them how to be a thinker. So there you have it, 5 incredibly powerful strategies that are already woven right into the fabric of your life. Narrate your day, read for just a few minutes, turn those chores into lessons, protect that free playtime like it's gold, and welcome every single question. Learning doesn't just happen in a classroom. It happens in the kitchen, in the car, and in those quiet bedtime conversations. So I'll just leave you with this one last thought. You don't have to do all of these at once. Just pick one. Think about your day ahead and ask yourself, which everyday moment are you going to transform today? Thanks so much for joining me.